Attack of the Jinn, a terrifying fate. Imran had been fearless since childhood. He never believed in the supernatural and always dismissed such stories as mere folklore. He deliberately engaged in reckless acts to prove his bravery and impress his friends. At the edge of the village, there was an old, abandoned graveyard, rumored to be inhabited by Jinn. The elders always warned, "Do not go there after sunset, or they will pull you into their world." But Imran considered these warnings nothing more than superstitions. To prove his courage, he decided to visit the graveyard at night. The night of terror. On a moonlit night, when an eerie silence filled the air, Imran took his two friends, Rashid and Bilal, to the graveyard. Both of them were reluctant, but Imran laughed, treating it like an adventure. "There's nothing here, just stories made up by old people," Imran said loudly as he climbed onto a weathered grave. Rashid, his voice trembling, said, "Imran, let's go back. This place feels strange." But Imran continued his mischief. He walked disrespectfully over graves, attempted to break old tombstones, and laughed loudly. Then, he picked up a wooden stick and started digging into the soil of an ancient grave, as if trying to unearth something. Suddenly, the wind stopped. The trees stood motionless as if frozen in time. A deafening silence spread across the graveyard. Rashid and Bilal exchanged fearful glances, but Imran remained indifferent. Then, without warning, a powerful gust of wind howled through the cemetery, as if someone had screamed. The nearby trees trembled, and a sinister whisper echoed through the air. "You have disturbed our slumber. Now you will pay the price." The horror begins. Imran's body suddenly jolted. His eyes rolled back, and he collapsed to the ground, convulsing violently as if something unseen was trying to take control of him. Rashid and Bilal shrieked in terror and backed away, but Imran, he laughed. Yet it was not his usual laughter. It was hollow, echoing, and unnatural, almost as if it belonged to someone else. His voice changed. His lips moved, but the words that came out were not his own. "This body now belongs to us." Then, as if lifted by an invisible force, Imran began to rise into the air. His screams were no longer human, they were unearthly and chilling. A disturbing change. Somehow, Rashid and Bilal managed to drag him out of the graveyard. Imran was unconscious, but his body trembled as if an unseen battle was raging inside him. Back home, his condition worsened. He started talking to himself, sometimes laughing maniacally, sometimes crying in a deep, guttural voice. At times, he would stare out the window, as if something, or someone, was calling him. A local religious scholar was summoned. As soon as he began reciting verses from the Quran, Imran let out a blood-curdling scream. His body convulsed violently, and his eyes filled with terror. "He belongs to us. Do not take him away, or you will all perish." The final night. For a few days, Imran remained in the same horrific state. Then one night, something truly terrifying happened. As his family slept, a loud, piercing scream echoed through the house. They rushed to his room, only to be met with a sight that would haunt them forever. Imran's lifeless body lay on the bed, but his eyes were wide open, staring at the ceiling, frozen in horror. His mouth was open as if he had seen something beyond human comprehension in his final moments. The bed was surrounded by scattered soil, as if grave dirt had been brought into the room. A foul, suffocating stench filled the air, and deep scratch marks were visible on the wall, as if he had desperately tried to escape from something unseen. The lesson left behind. The incident shook the entire village. No one dared to go near the graveyard ever again. Everyone understood that meddling with unseen forces was a path to destruction. Never show disrespect in places where unknown entities may dwell. Some things should never be disturbed, for the consequences can be far worse than death.